Hey guys, this is Fire from InDepth Gaming, bringing you a game review. This time we're reviewing Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. This game was developed by Toys for Bob and published by Activision. It released on October 2nd, 2020, and is available for a price of $59.99. Now, if you have ever played any of the Crash Bandicoot games in the past, it's been a few years since we've had a brand new Crash game. This game is fantastic. It is a ton of fun, and Toys for Bob delivered on a great sequel to the series. This game is a platformer that also adjusts the way you play in so many ways. You could be riding on a rail to going, left to right on your screens to just traditional levels that you play normally walking around. And you do that in just about every level you play. What's really fun about that is it keeps the gameplay and momentum changing all the time, and it's a really nice fun twist. So this would be kind of one of the examples where you're just in like a traditional Crash world where you're running on a track trying to get to the end, and then you just kind of progress as far as you can. You can face a time mode, you can have challenges, all things like that, as well as the different bosses that you're going to encounter. Now, I know you can't hear it too well on the video, but the game does have a rather great soundtrack. What's really nice about it is it keeps you engaged in the game, and you never feel that you're too drawn away like in some games where the soundtrack could be overbearing or doesn't really match. As well as the sound effects in this game are amazing. Like, it fits the Crash world, it fits the atmosphere and style of the game. The artwork and style of the game is true to what Crash Bandicoot fans, really want in their games. It's not done in a, negative fashion or a bad way in any capacity. It's Crash, and that's what it needs to be. As far as difficulty in the game gives you that same traditional experience in Crash Bandicoot where you will either have a really hard time or a really smooth time depending on how you want to play. You can set the game up to where lives matter in the game, or you can also set the game up to where it doesn't matter whatsoever and you can just play and have fun. As you progress through the levels, you're trying to collect these, basically we'll call them coins for sakes of the game, and if you complete all of them, you'll earn diamonds at the end of the level, which will allow you to either progress and unlock different things in the game, from cosmetic skins to just extra little Easter eggs in the game that you can do. As far as the enemies in the game, when you're actually playing the levels, the enemies themselves, I haven't encountered any that are overly difficult. The world itself is probably what's the hardest thing to compete against in the game. As you play, there's so many things that are going to try to kill you that sometimes it can be a little frustrating, but through trial and error you'll easily get through all those levels. The game does offer checkpoints. Sometimes they're a little more frequent than others. Other times they're very common. It just kind of varies in the level you're playing and what you're doing. I think the game is very forgiving in the aspect of how the checkpoints work. There are some situations you will encounter though where you'll wish you had a checkpoint sooner. So if you find these little checkpoint blocks, which is the ones you see here on screen with the little C, make sure you're collecting those. That way you don't have to do what we just did a moment ago and backtrack all the way. You can replay levels and do kind of like a time trial run, which then you just kind of go as far as you can, as fast as you can. You can replay and try to collect all the missing collectibles that you've missed, or things like that. As well as the game introduces a Bandicoot battle mode where you can play as Bandicoot and one of the other characters in the universe, and you and up to 3 friends, so 4 players total, can compete in time trials or, go as far as you can without dying runs. It's actually a really fun take on turning a single player game into a multiplayer game, which I think a lot of games struggle with that nowadays. As far as the achievements in the game, the achievements are not going to be overly impossible to do, but it will require a lot of work and patience. There are some guides out there now where you can go find to knock out just about all the difficult achievements as far as telling you how to do them. We may upload a few guides on the channel. It just kind of, we'll see what we have for this game and what's coming through our pipeline. But aside from that, guys, this is Crash Bandicoot. It is a ton of fun. If you are a fan of any of the Toys for Bob games, such as Spyro if you've played any of the recent Crash or Spyro trilogies that were remastered on the Xbox One, I definitely recommend you check out, you know, Crash Bandicoot 4. It is a ton of fun. As far as a rating, I'm going to give this game a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's just the nostalgia is there. You know, it's everything that you ever really want in a Crash game and so much more. That's what makes it so nice. And as you play, you're going to start to learn and find different things in the game, so there's always ways to just draw you back into the game, as well as new things that'll, you know, teach you things that you didn't really know before. And you can just keep replaying levels and trying to either one-up your times or collect all the collectibles that you've maybe missed. As well as like the boss battles, you'll run into them later in the game. They're quite engaging. You'll run into all kinds of new ways to play. It really changes the tempo, and the game's constantly trying to introduce something new to you. And that's one thing that just really sells this game from the standpoint of what it is. But yeah, if you guys like this review, let us know down below with a comment. If you have any questions about the game or want us to show off any particular levels or boss fights or anything, just let us know. If you haven't already, subscribed to the channel. If you are still here in the video, I've got some exciting information for you. We were actually lucky enough, the developers and publishers gave us an extra copy of this game. So if you look down in the comments below, we're going to have a Gleam link posted 1 week from today. So that would be next Saturday. The giveaway will end. One of you, if you enter the giveaway and you are subscribed to the channel and comment down below in the video letting us know that you entered the giveaway, you'll have a chance to, you know, win Crash Bandicoot. We'll send you an Xbox code, and that's all you gotta do. It's fairly simple. But yeah, aside from that, guys, I'm Fire from InDepth Gaming. If you liked the video, you know, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, like we said, subscribe to the channel. If you're entering that giveaway, well, you gotta subscribe to the channel to win. So, you know, show us some love. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. I hope you have a wonderful day. And let's go die.